you go.
I'll update the horizontal. But yeah, dude, that place was rocking.
Was it?
Yeah, we got a lot of Bears still suck chants, a lot of boos whenever the Bear guy came out to give the pick and he was wearing the championship belt, and then they traded the pick and he go, yeah, you got to get off the stage now, but like,
was that the wrestler?
Yeah, the wrestler. Yeah, the wrestler. He had the belt out there and everything, and go, well, sorry, they traded the pick. You're gonna have to wait and get off now. I was cracking up.
That's awesome.
It was great.
That's a solid pick for Cleveland there, man.
Yeah.
Hate it for fans, but good pick for Cleveland.
Do they still have Njoku over there?
Yes.
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. All right.
Oh,
Prince
my
is saying,
trade down Henderson go to? I missed it. I need to look that up because that whoever is getting blocked by that man better keep their head up.
Go ahead, Jacob. What do you got there?
Prince is saying CBS lists Belton as an inside offensive line, but sounds like the Packers see him as a possible tackle. After Irsay went off the board, OT was getting weak, so I guess they wanted to clock him up. I think he meant lock him up, but yeah.
We definitely had him listed as a tackle. That's no surprise to us. So you're talking about a guy who's got almost 34-inch arms. You know, you're not just going to stash him on the inside.
He wasn't that far down from what I was thinking. I thought he was 170. What was he on our board? 177?
I think he was 140, so I could be wrong. I thought he was in the 140s. I may be wrong.
No, let's see.
He might be right there. He was pretty low. But we're one of two on picks in the goal.
I know. I saw that. That's exciting.
So far higher than last year.
Oof. Looks like we got Darian Porter to the Raiders.
Oh, yeah?
Yes,
Yeah, to the Raiders. That's a good pick here.
Yep.
Solid pick.
they needed help in the back room for sure.
Azaria and Savone Rebel still on the board. That's wild.
That Savone is crazy to me.
Yeah.
Oh man, you know how funny it was when Tyler Shook got picked? You should have seen everybody freaking out. Here comes the slide,
yeah.
And dude, they were letting him have it.
Let Stewart have it.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, it was going wild.
Yeah.
All right. They're saying Patriots took receiver Kyle Williams, if that is correct.
What was it, Jacob? One more time.
Patriots are taking wide receiver Kyle Williams, if the rumors are correct here.
All right, so he ends up going in the third round, right?
Mm-hmm.
Remember, we did the vote, and the majority of the votes were third, fourth.
Yeah.
Like that combination together. So the people that were trying to convince me that he should go in the second were obviously wrong.
Oh, gosh. What would you guys do if the Packers draft Milroe in round 3?
Hey, I'd be all about.
I would say Matt's got a plan.
I love Jalen Milroe, bro. I love him.
Jacob, according to DJ, he was 80 out of 80 in baseball terms in his running category.
Right. No, I remember hearing that.
I think Matt can do something with that. We saw what even Malik was able to do with a little bit of RPO in the offense. You know what I mean?
Gives you that little element there, sure.
Ron Sandel,
don't get me wrong. I don't want him to take Jalen Milroe, but Jalen Milroe's got a pretty deep ball too, boys.
Yeah,
like he's got a cannon.
Yeah. Ron Sandel trying to make me feel a little better here, and he did. Thank you, Ron. He says Belton had the 4th highest pass blocking grade for all the tackles in college football. He did have a real stout. I think it was like an 87 or something like that passing blocking grade. So, yep, I like that.
He's a tackle, man. I'm telling you.
Come on, Jacob.
Now, did you get that confirmed? Kyle Williams was taken by the Patriots. Is that right?
Charles Minor is on TV right now for some reason announcing the pick, and yes, it just came through. Kyle Williams.
Who's Charles Minor?
Minor, I barely know her.
Charles Minor from the Steel Company. Yeah, from The Office.
Yeah. Oh, you're not even from Paper?
Looks like Daniel in the chat says Jacksonville Jaguars took Isaac Tesla. Where are the Jaguars at?
Wait, what? Don't be saying that. What?
Is he saying I missed a pick or something? Maybe
I don't think so.
I haven't seen
Did we
Tesla though
miss?
yet.
Did he go on the second somehow?
We may have missed him. Let me go back to the second round here real quick.
I don't see him. No, you're a liar.
Damn, Jacob. Maybe it was just an honest mistake, Jacob. Jeez, oh, Pete.
Picked at 70. What? So did the Lions take him?
He just said the Jaguars. Was there a trade?
What is happening?
Daniel, was there a trade? Is that what it was? Unbelievable. What are y'all doing? What are you trying to get? What are you trying to do? Do not turn that fireplace on. Tell me to shut up in front of my friends. What's wrong with you? PFF reported is what Daniel said. So.
Lions moved up, and did they really take Tesla? I am going to lose my mind.
Yeah, I'm showing the lines on the clock. That's why I was confused about Jacksonville. Maybe he didn't notice that there was a trade. He just seen Tesla. It says CM40. Finally, we see the real
I see
thing.
the real thing.
I have no idea. I'm a battered husband. Y'all have no idea.
It's true.
Yep,
Sometimes Clayton will, Zoom call me, and I'll be like, "What happened to your eyes?" And he's like, "I ran into the cupboard. Shut up!" And then he ends the stream. I'm like, wow.
So
Frickin' the Lions took Tesla. God,
it looks like, yep. Isaac Tesla to the Lions. See what he was out on.
Tesla. Jacob is not happy about that one.
I do not like this draft right
I want
now.
to say I had him pretty low on our board here. Could be wrong. You see where he's at? Give me a grade.
You guys had him pretty low. He was right around the 100 mark.
Oh, so he's at 100?
I thought so. I remember you guys saying he was around the 100-ish area. Maybe
I was thinking he was lower than that. I could be wrong. He's got to be lower than that.
Isaac 262.
262.
So that's going to be a low cross off on the old horizontal board there.
It is.
Let's see, wide receiver Isaac Tesla. He is in tier 21.
That's crazy.
Wow,
That's the
But
biggest
Jacob, you like
reach.
him a lot.
I loved
that
him.
is that is the biggest reach according to our board so far.
Yeah, I loved him, but I would not have picked him in the third. I would have definitely got him in the earliest to be the fourth.
That you would have been mad about, Jacob. If we took Isaac Tesla right now.
Oh my God, I'd have been like, okay, Goody's drunk. What's going on?
Ouch.
Goody got over at the Johnsonville tailgate zone and got out of hand.
That place was.
Was that rocking?
Yeah, it was rocking. Oh, for sure.
So wait.
Great.
Is this where Shador's got to go, right?
That's not how you drag. That is not how you drag the name up there.
Yeah.
Stop touching it, please? There's no way that's how. Oh my.
Why don't you just copy and paste?
Oh my. This is brutal.
We got this, boys. Look.
No, because Jacob, it needs to leave. But my man is like, he's clipping it up 5 cells, stopping, unclipping, scrolling up a little, grabbing it again, moving it up another 5 cells.
Get 815 watching this garbage.
No wonder, man. No one wants to share it now.
They're embarrassed.
Oh yeah, Coach reminded me. I forgot they took Dart, did they?
Yeah, they got Shaw. They got Shaw.
Or yeah. Okay. Vernon Broughton goes to the Saints. Okay.
Vernon Broughton, the D lineman out of Texas, was a Senior Bowl visit captain. He did meet the threshold. He no grading 22. He was 20. Let's see, 23, 398, 24, 13. PFF had him 78th and consensus had him 157.
All right, good to know.
He was only on 33rd in Dane Brugler's big board. They'd be around like that 3rd round pick. So pretty much where he was supposed to go.
I need to write down my guess.
Vernon Broughton. Who'd that go to, Jacob?
What's that? Sorry.
Who did
The
Vernon
Saints.
Broughton go to?
To the Saints. Yep.
All right, now I got to catch up.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to help you with that, but I think I got Vernon Broughton. He was right below Shamar Turner on the horizontal board.
Jeez, F them. Oh, Lord.
So we got. Oh wow, Harold Freeman to the Browns.
Shador Sanders still on the board. This is wild.
When did Malik drop him? Third round, end of the third. When didn't they say Malik was supposed to go in the first round and he dropped to the third?
Malik.
Malik
Well-
Willis? I thought he was a.
He was supposed some people had him mocked in the early first.
And he
Mhm.
dropped to the third,
I
right?
think. I think
Okay.
he dropped to the third.
So Kyle Williams to the Patriots.
Does Milrow go off the board before Shador is the question.
That's what we were talking about.
Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't. Shador and Dion have got to be eating some humble pie right now. Like, okay, maybe we were off
Who's in the
base.
spot right now?
Got it.
So that's all I missed. The Patriots and the Browns. Yeah,
Agreed.
Here's my good one.
Why is it saying the Jets have selected as Azarie Thomas? Is there a trade?
Wow.
At number 73, the Jets have selected Azarie Thomas. Is what Ari Mirov's reporting. What were the picks at 71 and 72?
71, we
skipped
had
the Bills.
Broad,
Vernon Broughton went 70, 71 to the Saints.
so we had, yeah.
You're not updating the vertical board, right?
I was trying to, but
Did you already do it or not?
no, because we're only on pick 72.
Yeah, who'd the Bills pick? If
Oh, we got it. We got it in. That's Desiree Thomas. Yep.
That's at 73.
73.
I'm sorry. So who went 72 to the Bills?
Bill. Oh, wow. Yeah, what the heck?
It's weird how they got that pick
Why?
in before we got the other one.
What? Yeah, why are we getting 73 before?
Already knows something.
Desiree Thomas. What the heck?
Okay, so 72 is just a mystery. That's good. That'll be totally fun.
Somebody tried to draft Glover again. It's crazy.
That's not a bad.
Brandon. Who was the other
That was
one?
probably pretty smart.
That's probably pretty smart.
Brandon who? On the vertical.
Emilio, did you eat any food while you were down there at the actual draft?
No, because we ate at 1919. I was still full.
Hmm.
Well, yeah, I was drinking wheat. Yeah,
Weed?
Drinking wheat.
and agave
Drinking weed?
wheat.
Oh,
Yeah, it's stoner.
Weed. What a pothead.
More agave than anything. But
We got plenty of agave.
so if anybody can tell us what happened on 72, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. Yeah. What the heck?
Prince has it.
Prince said 72 is Zane Anderson.
Pizza Hut picks half of them.
Wheeling Al says,
Oh.
say agave one more time.
Landon Jackson goes to the Bills at 72. That's a good pick for them.
And he was the best,
He was the best.
third best player available on the board. Best edge by far.
So now we're down to Shadir and Savone Rebel
Yep.
on our board.
That is correct.
And Xavier Watts is still hanging out there. Right?
Xavier Watts, yeah.
Oof. Yeah. Tim, you saw Harold Fanning went, right?
Yeah, I did. I noticed that. It's another tight end going.
Went to the Brownskis.
Rondé Gadsden's still on the board, though, Jacob. You're all right.
I swear, I will be so happy with this if we can get a Rondé.
You think?
Position-wise, where do you think they're going?
I don't know anything anymore, Tim. Okay, I don't know anything.
Me either. I keep staring at corner on our board, knowing that we're probably not going to take one. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, I don't know. There's got to be something severely wrong with Savon Reveal. I just like that. That to me is insane. Jets are on the clock, just about to make their selection here. Anybody in the chat got who the Jets took? Oh,
Desiree Thomas.
dang.
Oh,
Well then.
it was accurate.
I'm trying to do
Yeah, we
three
already
things
took
at
one.
once. That's the problem.
It's like they come in really fast and then they slow down.
That's what she said.
Jeez, Jacob, are you kidding me?
Hit that like button and subscribe.
Yeah, hit that like and share if you want more of this. We got the Denver Broncos on the clock right now. Not sure where they would go. I think they already got their did they already get their running back? I believe they did. Mm-hmm. I tell you what.
Like, what the heck?
All right, how's everybody feeling in the chat? Let us know who you think we are going to be picking. We're getting close. We're in that territory. Well, not really. Still got about 15 picks.
Yeah. I don't
Edge,
know.
maybe?
There's still a lot of edges there, yeah. If you're looking at the vertical board, left on the edges are we still have Jack Sawyer available. We have Jordan Birch. I bet it'd probably be just if Jordan Birch makes it or close enough or Goody thinks he needs to trade up, I could see that being a pick. We have him as a spade and golden. He was at the Senior Bowl. Packers met with him, threshold fit, 30 visit.
Yeah.
I
I
think-
think that would be the pick. If not, Josiah's still there and Princely, right?
I was going to say
Manuel?
Braden
Yeah.
Svensson.
Yep. Yeah, he's still there as well.
He's still there. Yeah. Couple
Barry
tiers
Ivy,
down.
yeah, I think this would be your edge tier. There's a lot left on the board right now.
What does EWS mean next to their names?
East West Shrine Bowl.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then there's a couple that went to the Hula Bowl, and a couple others. We actually got to meet Easton Butler today.
Gotcha.
It was pretty cool.
Man, so there's certain positions that we absolutely nailed. I would argue interior offensive line, most of the interior defensive line, most of the edge room,
Most of the receivers. Yep.
most of the corners, most of the safeties. Like we're pretty good. Clearly, the biggest stretch right now by far is the Detroit Lions picking Isaiah Tesla where they did, followed by probably us taking Belton where we did. Other than that, the Wafani.
We're so traumatized over that Belton pick, aren't you?
I'm not gonna lie, it's really cutting inside of me right now. I'm beyond livid. I am. I'm just
Here, Jacob, let me help you.
You're handling it extremely well if you're livid, because I can't tell at all.
Let me help you feel better, Jacob. 2 picks prior at 52, Tennessee took Olufemi Oladeo,
Yep.
and he was 113.6 points. Anthony Belton, which we took two later, was 109. Does that make you feel better?
yeah. We're only the second or third worst drafting reach right now.
Do we
Is
have
that-
any? Do we have any anything on Denver yet?
I
What are
haven't
they?
seen-
What are they looking at?
ESPN's on
Yeah.
commercial. It says that they that their the pick is in though.
Boy,
Well, the board hasn't moved because the commander over here has not taken over.
the sombrero's going double duty.
Killing me. All right.
Killing me, Smalls.
So for this says Jacob's gonna stand in the shower for 3 hours after the round contemplating life. Yeah.
I mean, if we're looking at this, best is Shadur at 17. Then we got Chavon,
Savon.
Savon.
Did Darian Porter get drafted yet?
Yeah.
Did we miss that?
Yeah.
Where
the
did he go?
Raiders got him with the 68th pick.
Oh my gosh.
The Raiders.
The Raiders.
Xavier Watts,
Yeah.
Jalen Milrow, Jack Sawyer.
Jordan Birch. That Spade's looking pretty intriguing right there, isn't it?
That's what I'm saying. I feel like if he gets close enough, that would be a goodie trade up. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Because if we're looking at
Man, Jalen Royals. Oof, I love him too. It's just I think that ship sailed.
Do you think we'd go wide receiver again this early?
No, I think it's done now.
No.
Bryant went to the Broncos. That's an interesting pick there.
Sure.
let's see. Yeah, okay, so we have 74 we're waiting on. Why can't I get this?
Pat Bryant went a lot higher than I thought he would. I told y'all I liked him a lot. Tall, fast, very good hands.
Give me a phone.
Who picked up Pat Bryant?
Denver, the Broncos.
The Broncos.
That would have been bad. That would have been real bad.
You would have grabbed Tim's chair.
I'm telling you, there's a couple spots here that are just buffed. Honestly, I can't scroll on your mouse. Is my problem.
Can't scroll.
With like Jones.
Yeah, right. Real sensitive.
Man, I like Pat Bryant. I liked him a lot.
You still talking wide receivers, Jacob?
Seriously, Jacob.
He just went.
He said he just went. Pat Bryant, touch base report here. Pat Bryant. Pat Bryant, we had in the 125 spot, Senior Bowl and a captain. Last year, 24 overall. PFF Big Board, 124. Consensus, 145. 33rd had him 98th. Greg Cosell did like him, though. So, and he was like a season 3 player in college football. You could give him the token and upgrade him to like 94. So, I mean, it wasn't bad.
The Bills crushed it. Landon Jackson pick, didn't they?
Yeah.
Nice. Like what Ron says here, the more I read, did you already hit this one, Jacob?
No.
The more I read on Belton, the more I like the pick. He may compete for playing time with Rashid.
I would hope he would.
What Rashid? Wasn't he a top 10 pass blocking left tackle, Jake?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I just don't understand it.
I just don't understand. This poor guy.
Sorry.
Wow. San Francisco just took linebacker Nick Martin.
Nick Martin.
That's one of the biggest stretches at linebacker for sure. Wow.
Wait a minute.
Wow.
275 on our board.
Holy cow.
I feel better now.
Oklahoma State Packers did meet with him. He was a threshold fit. Past 2 years, he was mid 400s. PFF Big Board had him 218. Consensus had him 263. 33rd team did have him ranked at 135, and Dana, we had him at 160. He had a 8.0 to a 8.9 RAS.
Yeah, he's a little undersized from what I remember.
You know what's
Man.
funny though? He was also in tier 21, same tier as Isaac Tesla on the horizontal board.
Yep, yeah. Princess saying CBS had him at 199, and they took him at 75. All right, then.
Wow. Seen something, didn't it?
Yep.
We see this trade. 2 minutes ago. Look over that.
What was the trade, Tim?
Panthers on the clock traded 85 and 146 to the Patriots for 77,
Wait, what?
according to Pelissero via Mike Garofalo.
To the Panthers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Carolina on the clock traded 85 and 146 to New England for 77.
Oh,
Dallas.
Savon Revel just took Dallas.
Oh my goodness.
Vice versa. God.
There by Dallas, man.
All right.
That's good value right there. Bro.
That's crazy.
Jordan Burke still on the clock,
Yep.
or clock shit on the board. He'll be on the board.
Yep.
Sorry about that, children.
Sawyer.
In a long couple of days for old Clay Dog. You know what I'm saying? Every time I want to get a nap, Amelia goes, "This guy, my God, we gotta have a nap. Like we can't just stay awake for 48 straight hours. Jeez, Louise.
Yep.
You're gonna be old one day. There's gonna be a young Mexican that follows you with the same movie thought.
Ay, caramba. Oh.
Didn't just say Cowboys.
Samoa.
Look at Jerry's moves. What did they show Jerry dancing? Oh, Jerry is dancing.
Do what? Jerry's dancing?
Jerry Jones put out a little dance after he made the pick.
Let me go take a look at this. See if we can find it.
Just did a little shimmy. You could tell he's pumped. I'm surprised the old
They took
man.
Rebel, right?
Yeah.
He was the second best player available on the boards. 27 on the board. Packers met with threshold 30 visit. He was hurt last year. Had a 31 overall grade, or 31st best. I'm sorry. PFF Big Board had him 30th. Consensus had him 24th. DJ had him 46th. 3013 loved him 7th. Dane Brugler 32nd. I mean, that's a steal. You
Guys,
pick him up 70s.
unbelievably.
Hold on, I think we
Daryl made an actual prediction that's right on time. Nice job, Daryl. Uniman Yellen
Oh,
is
man,
going to
Daryl.
the Panthers.
Yep.
Attaboy, Daryl.
Princely. So edge is looking like Jack Sawyer, Jordan Birch, Josiah Stewart. Be the next.
That could maybe force Goody to trade up
Yep.
if one of the edges goes, gets him a little worried.
Still got Jared Ivey there. He didn't fit our thresholds, though, did he?
Negative.
We're not taking that.
He's got no emojis. What a loser.
Princely was 65th on our board. Edge out of Ole Miss. Packers met with 4th best last year. PFF Big Board had him 37. Consensus had him 38. He had an RAS of a -5, so he was a 9.0 to a 10, or a 9.9. And Greg Cosell loved him.
So we got 9 picks until the Packers. Who's everybody feeling? Tell us in the chat so you can be heartbroken.
I think it's a trade up. I think it's a trade up for Birch here if another edge goes.
That's what
To be honest.
you're calling?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to find the video of Jerry Jones dancing.
Right here.
Everybody's talking about him.
Oh, you just missed it.
Yeah.
The little shimmy.
You have a little shimmy?
You got a little shimmy.
You sure? I think his sugars were just a little low.
Damn.
I don't know if I'm going to call that a dance. We'll see.
Somebody
Checks
have
his
it on
blood
Twitter.
sugar and he checks it off. And
Yeah, he not only rambled, but he rumbled and stumbled.
Perfect.
Yeah, in terms of the gold, Jordan Birch at the top of the list. He's a spade. Then Ty Felton is gold. And then Jacob Bayer is gold.
Oh,
Kansas State.
Bear. I like
Jacob
gold.
Bear. Here's a guy.
What if they did double dip at wide receiver, Jacob, and with Ty Felton?
I'm not a fan of Ty Felton.
We only have 12. We
I'm
only
not
have,
a fan of that either.
we only have 12:30 visits still on the board currently.
I would love, let's go Torrey Horton, and you'd have to physically remove the smile from my
Filter the
face.
30s, but if you wanted to look at them,
What's that, what?
you can filter the 30s if you wanted to look at them.
No way. What?
It's my sister's business.
That's all that's left.
There's
So
the
Ron-
remaining. Go ahead.
Sorry, Ron was saying that Noel went to Houston, but that I didn't see who the Cardinals picked. So that means that Houston got Noel and Higgins. That's crazy. Wait, what? The teammates are back on the same team? Is that right?
They got the 2 Iowa receivers.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Texans select Jalen Noel.
Who did the Cardinals pick?
Princely.
Yeah, Prince
So wait,
Cardinals.
Cardinals or
The Texans pulled a Jacob and went double wide receiver, and it worked.
Who did the Cardinals take, guys, at pick 78?
I don't know. I can't find that.
So we got the Texans pick before. All right.
Yeah, see, we're getting everything back up.
Jump.
73.
Stop.
Cardinals took Noel, right?
Oh, the Cardinals did.
Wait, what?
That's what the chat just said, right?
no?
No, I'm seeing Ari Miro saying Houston took
Houston.
Jalen Noel.
Yeah.
At 79.
So who did the Cardinals? We don't know who the Cardinals said, right?
Correct.
Well, that's probably the best one lined up with our board.
Was there
Houston
a
took him
trade?
at 79. Jalen Noel was 77 on our board.
That's right.
Captain, threshold,
Did-
Senior Bowl, Packers Mets with.
Oh, the Cardinals took Jordan Birch.
There's the answer.
Damn it.
So you're looking at the gold available here, right? And Jordan Birch is about to come off of that right now. The Millios are moving him.
Yes, 58 on our board. That's tough.
So now the best available in terms of top 30 visits for the Packers: Torrey Horton, Isaiah Bond, Ty Felton, 3 wide receivers. Then you got Elijah Roberts, versatile defensive lineman / edge out of SMU. He was a top 30 visit. Wrestler, captain, met with him early at the East-West Shrine game. Then Jacob Bayer out of Arkansas State. We've only got 3 golds left, guys. 3.
Get ready for a backup center.
Stop.
You're going to bring that Stetson with him.
That's right.
I'm not mad about the wall being over there.
That's right.
I swear. Hmm. Man, Cardinals draft pick. They got Walter Nolan, Will Johnson, and Jordan Birch. That's all right.
Shador Sanders, man. That's wild.
That's real tough.
I don't think anyone had him falling this far
No.
on their bingo card.
Xavier Watts, too, man.
Yeah.
Got him at 37. What's going on there?
Yeah, it's like the Savone Rebel falling made
feel
more
like-
sense.
I understand the Jalen Miller, though.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that Jacob?
I was just going to say, I don't see a possibility that Xavier Watts makes it past the Vikings with the 97th pick. I can't see that happening.
That's pretty fair.
Yeah. I'm with you on that.
What do you think? Is the Steelers at 83? That's like the last chance of Shador going, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But they also like Milrow, remember?
It's true. Oh, I would love it. I would.
I'm rooting for Milrow to go before Shador.
What are you laughing at, Tim?
Some of the comments. Just keep it real.
Just
Love you guys.
859 watching live. Thank you guys and gals for tuning in tonight. If you would hit that like button, if you're on Twitter, retweet it for us. Appreciate you. Feel free to sub to the channel. Also, if you're looking for extra content, the best way to support our channel is go to our Patreon group, patreon.com/Packer Fan Total Access. There's a lot of extra content in there. I'm going to go ahead and start putting the giveaway together, boys.
Yeah.
We'll be giving away a Robert Brooks jersey tonight. We'll take all of the Patreon members, $3 tiers, all it takes, and we'll do the YouTube members as well, and put you on a wheel, spin that sucker, and whoever it lands on is getting a autographed Robert Brooks jersey.
me and Emilio are eligible.
That is not correct. That is fake news. 100% fake news.
Come on.
Come on.
How about these hands?
I'm not. I
What?
shouldn't be as nervous that the Packers. If Shador is there when the Packers are on the clock, I'm going to be sweating the whole time. I swear on my life. If that happens, I will lose my mind.
Crespo.
I'm giving up
I
on
think-
Ari.
The Colts just selected cornerback Justin Wally. I have no
Okay.
idea who that is.
Well, you should, Jacob. He's on the board.
He's from Minnesota.
Shots fired.
All right, then.
He's way down on the board, though, Jacob. This should make you feel a little better.
Justin Wally.
Justin Wally is in tier 18 on the horizontal board, spot 239 on the vertical board. All we had was a PFF grade of 24 of 356. He had a consensus big board of 147. DJ had him 94th.
That's a big reach right there.
Wow, yeah.
Okay, we got a super fan chat from Mike Hebring. He says Texans have already easily on this draft. I think he meant won this draft. That's what happens when you pick 2 wide receivers in the early rounds. That's what I'm told.
Oh boy, here we go. Here we go.
JJ McQuaid says he's a slimy gopher. That's a weird way. All right. Chuck Goodman has a prediction saying that he thinks the Packers would take Elijah Roberts. I would love that pick. Love that pick. Versatile defensive lineman, can go up and down that line.
Elijah Roberts, where's he on our board? Where's he?
He's down.
Guys, we're getting there. We are 5 picks away nearly.
Include
Dylan Fairchild just went to the Bengals, the interior offensive lineman from Georgia.
Nice.
Leave my tears alone. All right, Doug. Affam says, is it safe to say Rasheed Walker is on his last hump of his career in Green Bay now? I see what you did there.
We'll see.
Jacob, the 80th pick was Justin Wiley, correct?
Yes, that's correct, sir. Titans are now on the board, and they say the pick is in.
Who did you have for Cincy? I'm sorry.
Cincinnati had Dylan Fairchild.
Dylan Fairchild is 128 on our board, interior lineman out of Georgia. He was a threshold fit. For 49th, 23, 40th, 24. PFF big board at him 195, consensus 115.
Boys, we got a problem. We're not going to have the Larry McCarron picture on the wheel tonight.
What?
It's on the other computer, evidently. Thought it was through the account, and it is not.
Oh man.
What a disgrace this is.
I mean,
What, Amelia? Just say it. What?
Nothing, man. That's nothing. I'm holding it together over here.
You ready to go?
Took all that time, Amelia.
Man, that is just tough over there. Scatterboo. Still on there, Jacob. Would you mind picking up a running back?
Here we go with the running back talk
Come on
again.
now.
Right on time.
I think it still has to be.
I would agree. I don't think it's going to be corner.
I'm fucking at it.
Like, I don't think at all. These corners that are left in the 3rd round.
Yeah,
Zy Alexander, maybe. Noel Williams, Jacob Parrish. I think Josh safe. Right now.
I think so too. I mean, it's not looking bad right now. I'm not mad at where the board's sitting. Definitely surprised on some of these picks. I think that it really does open up. That means tomorrow's rounds are just going to be out of hand, where like everyone's going. You know what I mean?
Yep. Are you making it on the fly?
We
are you
got a picture of
laughing
Jacob.
Jacob, it's not fake news. You're now on the prize wheel.
We gotta find a better one than that.
You're gonna find a better one than that.
Come
Like
on now.
this.
Why am I on the wheel?
We're finding pictures of you. That's a live shot of him reacting to our second round.
It
That's
really
what that
is. We got you covered, bro. You're gonna love this. Absolutely gonna love this. Oh, yeah, that's perfect. You're gonna be on the wheel tonight, Jacob. All right.
You are the wheel, Jacob.
I love it.
So, you know, identity theft is a crime. It affects millions of families a year. All right.
Not a joke, Jim.
It's not a joke. Oh,
Michael,
that's funny. Michael?
What's that?
Oh man, we're getting close.
Yeah, 87, right?
Kevin Winston Jr. went to the Titans, the safety from Penn State.
Ooh, I really liked him. DJ liked him. He just got hurt last year.
Another safety goes in front of Xavier Watts. What's going on? Right?
Kevin Winston Jr. is 74th on our board. He was hurt last year, but the previous years he was 100th in 22, 10th in 23. PFF Big Board had him 67. Consensus had him 78. DJ 59, 33rd, 86. Dane Brugler 79. And Greg Cosell liked the guy, gave him a -3. Tennessee. Bang.
Steelers are on the clock. The pick is in. I mean, this is do or die here for Shadur.
That is true.
Like, at what point does he just fall out of the draft? That'd be unreal.
I'm gonna stay with Shefty for a while here.
You what?
I'm gonna stick with Schefter for a while. It seems like things are coming out.
Staying consistent.
Yeah, at least a little bit. I can't believe I just said that though.
They got Lynn Swan out there making the pick for the Steelers right now.
Nice.
Swanee.
And that was cool. Did you see that earlier too? Was that Warren Moon
Oh,
giving up his entire number? Did you see that?
the
Oh, did he
Steelers pick Caleb Johnson. Wow.
That's confirmed?
Yeah.
Wow.
Dude.
Wow. The fall continues. Amelia will be happy.
Yeah, he will. Bro,
Amelia, our running back, just came off the board.
Who was it?
Caleb Johnson to the Steelers.
Powerback. Yeah, it was a 91 overall card in college football.
Jesus.
I knew it was good.
That means Cam Scattaboo is our highest rated running back on the board still.
Scatterboo?
Followed by-
Scatterboo?
Adhan Samson.
Hey, Scatterboo. How do I
Xavier Watts is still there.
That's
Bro.
crazy.
Redmo 46 says, did Sanders kick a dog? It could be it. Donovan Schilling says no one went to his birthday party.
That's it.
Dang, dude, this is crazy. SDN 40 says, I hear Menards is hiring. Dang. Save big money at Menards.
Right, so where are we at?
Emilio in there eating. Got breaking news, Tim. Emilio's eating it.
Yeah, weird. Put it on the board. Whelan Al Swiderski says, "Picture me, autograph Robert Brooks jersey and acid wash jorts."
Money.
I think we got a trade.
The Bucks.
Oh,
Did Kansas City just trade up?
The Bucks just got traded up, or I'm sorry, the Bucks just got Jacob Parrish. That's a good fit. That was also the best available cornerback on our board, of course.
That's your running back, Caleb Johnson. And then who did we just have, Jacob?
Jacob Parrish.
Jacob Parrish just went to Kansas City.
Parrish, like my dreams.
Jacob Parrish was in the 100 spot on the board.
That's a good pick.
First, a lot
We
of
got
Kansas
the,
Packers.
Chiefs are on the clock right now, and then it will be the Chargers, and then the Green Bay Packers are ready to make a pick in the third round. Atta girl.
so that was actually Tampa that took.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
just seen that. I'll let you get back to it. But yeah. So best prospects available on our board: Shador Sanders 17, Xavier Watts 37, Jalen Milroe 44, Jack Sawyer 50, Josiah Stewart 60, Gunnar Helm tight end in the 64 spot. Bo's still there too, ain't he? Jalen Royals, boys. Charles Grant.
That's crazy. All right, what are we doing here, guys?
She wasn't here. That's why I was laughing. I remember.
Jared, I'd be a Senior Bowl guy, right?
Yep. Yeah. Possibility.
Noel
Noel
Williams.
just went to the Chiefs. Gosh darn it.
We're at 894. Everybody hit like, hit share, retweet, all that good stuff. See if we could crack 900 real quick. We appreciate y'all hanging out with us. Just 6 away from 9.
Way to set the bar high, Clay. You're supposed to say 1,000.
1,000. Let's see if we get to it.
Unbelievable, man.
Jacob Parrish and Noel Williams.
Noel Williams was in the 112 spot on our board, cornerback outside California, East-West Shrine, captain, and a threshold fit. 80th overall PFF last year, PFF Big Board 150, and consensus 215. He did crush it at the Senior Bowl. He got a -5.
East West Shrine.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
It's that same week.
Yeah,
I don't feel like we'd go offensive line again. What if they went Gunnar Helm, tight end?
I'd be okay with it.
I liked him a lot better when I watched his film. He's got some juice.
Yeah, if we go back to the top 30 visits real quick, Torrey Horton,
Let's go.
92. Isaiah Bond, 101. Of course, you get the purple box now. Ty Felton is gold, 107. And Elijah Roberts at 110. Elijah Roberts is probably the one that kind of feels like most likely, seeing we already went wide receiver.
That's a good point.
But when Goody's drafted wide receiver in the past, he's double dipped every time.
Because you bring in a pair, then you're like, hey, I got 4 years with this pair. My other pair is running out, but I can decide if I want to keep one of them or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the
Flat smack. That's a negative, sir.
It's a negative, sir. Shador Sanders is still on the board. Green Bay is now on the clock.
Ding.
So we'll keep this up.
All right.
How do I get these? What's that?
So I'm sure the place is up right now.
How do we get that off there?
It's just unfiltered because it's pulling.
If I go back in, you think it'll disappear? Gotcha.
Because
getting nervous, guys.
pulling from the first one.
Okay, no worries.
Tim, get in here. We're about to make a pick.
Do you not care? Do you not care?
86. And who did the Chargers take then?
The Chargers have it hasn't been announced yet.
Got like order.
They have not. Well, we don't have it yet. They have it.
Okay, got it.
Somebody's saying Ty Robinson, but I haven't seen that confirmed yet.
Man, if only somebody
We're at
was there.
9:14. Great work, y'all. Great
See?
work. Appreciate
That's how
it.
you do it.
It's still
No-
climbing.
no Williams
Can we
off
get
the
to
board?
1,000? That's the question.
Yeah.
9:18. Tell your grandmama about the channel real quick. Let's get everybody in here.
Yeah, we met Tom at 1919 and Marty and the boys. So appreciate y'all. Thanks for hanging out. Tom, big fan. He said he listens at work. So I love that. That's what Jacob does too.
Absolutely, man.
I don't think it's never to get rid of
No way.
9:20.
J. Cole.
J. Cole said, breaking news, Jacob ain't gonna like this pick. I love it. Does he have the pick, you think?
Breaking news: Jacob is upset right now.
You said you've been going to Shefty, is that right?
I have, but he's
slowed
radio
down now?
silent too.
Let me go Ian rap.
That's right, dude. Seriously. ESPN to commercial to confirm we are on the clock every time. Every time.
Oh, we got the Jerry Jones dance finally. Look at you. Get
Yeah.
that on the screen real quick, you know, too. As soon as the Packers get ready to pick, we go to Jerry Jones dancing. That's the way we roll here.
Af, I'm gonna.
Yeah, you ready for this song? This is me when the cannolis got you. Ready? Whoa!
Oh, it's got a little shoulder.
There we go. Look at this. This is me when Greg pulled in the driveway yesterday. Oh. Jerry put on a couple pounds, bro.
Oh yeah, he's got a
Ain't
little
got a full shed, don't he?
couple
Him
cannolis
and
in
Mike
there.
are cooking cheeseburgers.
Oh, man.
Anyway, there you go. You heard it
Isn't
here
that the
first,
guy that
folks.
got you the cannolis here, Greg?
That is Greg. There it is, the cannolis dance. You got it. Thank you, Greg. Read it. Who said that?
Ryan Wood.
Ryan Wood did?
Ryan Wood tweeted, I said, if Mel Kiper complaining about Shadur Sanders not being drafted at this point isn't a drinking game yet, what are we even doing?
Who in the hell?
Dude,
is
there
Mel
was an
Kiper?
entire group of like 7 Mel Kiper lookalikes. I was like, is that Mel Kiper? They were like, eh! Every single one of them. They all had a mic in their hand too. It's hilarious.
Jamari
They had the-
Caldwell
they had
went to
the-
the Chargers.
Sharing everything. Jamari Caldwell, okay.
Another D tackle. Oh boy, here we go.
You're 11 or 12, right under Ty Robinson.
Yeah. Jamari Caldwell is 120 on the board. D-line out of Oregon, Senior Bowl.
What was his grade?
108. PFF 24 had 49. Big board 200. Consensus 162.
As a D tackle, right?
That's correct.
What if it's Deion Walker?
Wow, Tim, it comes full circle for your boy.
Maybe I can get at least one
It's
right.
because you didn't talk about him so much. We
I did.
we got him
I
off
backed off. He started
Goody's
falling.
like, all right,
he
thanks.
started
Tim.
falling.
Yeah.
I shut up real quick.
Yeah, Goody's like, well, obviously I can't take Jason.
Pick is in.
Week, so
Pick is in.
I feel like I'm gonna throw up.
The most likely are 3 wide receivers. If they don't go there, maybe Elijah Roberts. I doubt it's Jacob Bayer here. That'd be a hell of a reach. What if it is Deion Walker? Wouldn't that be fun?
that would be sweet.
That'd be awesome.
We get one of the Kentucky boys.
That'd be cool.
Wow. What if they did get Isaiah Bond and they would do Texas tandem and then the Texans took the Iowa tandem?
What if they take Cam Scatterbo?
Oh, if they take Cam Scatterbo, I will be hyped if they take Scatterbo. I'm
What if
telling you.
they go Jalen Mills?
Oh my gosh.
Stop, dude.
we got to get a live shot of Lambo then if that happens.
I shouldn't have left. I shouldn't have left.
Shouldn't have left with that.
I
Oh
could
my
have just
gosh.
sent in the picks.
Swinson would be great. I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Oh,
Garrett
on the
Ivy,
board,
Josiah Stewart, Jack Sawyer would be cool, right?
Jack Sawyer would be a good one.
Benjamin Morrison's gone, right?
yep.
Yeah. Gunnar
Oof.
Helm's still on the board.
What's it gonna be, boys? What's it gonna be? Tim over here hitting refresh for me. I see the big dog.
I'm trying.
You still got that Jerry Jones dancing, don't
I'm checking our big 3
No.
here, and I don't see any.
you see nothing?
Nothing.
Come on, Jerry.
We got nothing.
Go back to Maury real quick.
I can't believe Quinshon Judkins, did he get taken?
Yeah, he did.
All
Oh,
right.
yeah,
Okay. Packer, you want me to tell you?
Let's
Yeah.
hear it, bro.
Savion Williams.
Wide receiver, TCU.
Wow.
Receiver.
That's
Over Ty Felton and Isaiah Bond.
Same
No,
exact
right there.
Same exact tier.
Jacob, go ahead, get it out.
See
You're
you.
mad that they didn't take Torrey Horton.
I'm not mad. I'm cool with it. Wide receiver. Wide
Jacob's
receiver.
so
Y'all
hyped
told
that
me I
it's
was
one
crazy.
mock
They won't
draft
do
today.
2 wide receivers.
Jalen Roy
Woof.
still on the
Yeah.
Savion Williams is a big boy. I like this pick, dude. He's if we wanted a guy that was supposedly gonna we got a burner now, and we got the big guy. He's 6'4", 6'3". I like it.
Wow,
I like
we were so off. I guess our defense is perfect. You know what I mean? Like,
Man,
I guess
And
here comes the running back. I'm telling you, because like if we've already done all this,
how are we going to keep 11 receivers?
We're not.
We're not.
We're not. Yeah, we're just
Oh,
we're not.
gosh.
Wow.
Woof. Okay.
Let me think for a second. Let me get a couple scouting reports up. We'll see what we got here.
His receiving is tough.
Let's go back to the regular board here.
in the Hall of
Wow.
Fame, cut up the Brett Favre's clips were great.
Oh, yeah.
He's a
Yeah, it's
4'4", 840. Guy's 6'3", 6'4", big body. I'm telling you, man. I like that.
Wow, Jacob.
We know you like them big bodies, Jacob.
Who you telling, Jacob?
Thick. That gravity helped him go down. It's thick. Wow, I did not expect that. This draft is blowing my mind.
I can't believe Jack Sawyer's still on the board and even taken there.
I know. So, were they going to go defense in the 6th round? Wouldn't that be crazy? We did all offensive draft.
Mm-hmm.
Man, we did not see that coming.
No,
We covered a lot of stuff. We didn't see.
we hit on a lot though.
Yeah.
Like the board fell
Yeah.
on a lot of stuff that we did think. But
So
when it comes to
PFF has him ranked as their 11th overall receiver. They have him at 6'5", 225, 23 years old. He's got a 4'4", 840. Jumps crazy vertical. I like it. I like it a lot. He has a rushing
Dane
grade
Brugler's-
of 90.5. I saw in the chat that Coach said, "Here's our Debo Samuel." I think I understand what he meant now. That's crazy.
Yeah, Dane Brugler has him as the 14th best receiver. Let me get this up on the board or up on the thing here. We'll look at the scouting report according to Dane Brugler. See what we have. Bang. All right, here we go. 6'4", 222, 23 years old. Go ahead and hit that super chat real quick, Jake. No,
This
continue.
is from Mike Hebring, the super fan. It says, also didn't like their wide receiver group as much as we all did. I think he's saying in reference to how we like the defense better than,
Right.
obviously how they like the defense better than we thought. This draft is a humdinger here, man. Right there,
you, Seth.
Seth Luter, just what we were talking about being a rushing phenom. Matt LaFleur found his new end-around guy. That rushing grade of a 90.5, that was first out of all receivers that qualified for that ranking. I like it.
Here we go. Dane Brugler scouting report on Savion Williams. Says a 3-year starter at TCU, Williams transitioned to a hybrid receiver role, frog package. That's pretty cool. As a super senior and offensive coordinator, Kendall Browse's up-tempo spread attack. He split his 2024 snaps between wide receiver exclusively to the left of the formation and in the backfield with 84 snaps as either a running back or a wildcat quarterback. With just 23 targets of more than 10 yards resulting in 9 catches, he was basically an extension of the run game on screens and slants. He also averaged 8 yards per carry over the final 6 contests of 2024. A big, physically imposing athlete, Williams has some freaky traits that will tease playmaking flashes. Very fitting that he grew up idolizing Calvin Johnson. He can play above the rim and has a knack for pulling in contested catches. but he needs to show better confidence in his hands and improve the details of his routes. Overall, TCU leaned into Williams' unique athletic profile in 24, and the manufactured touches showcase his ability to create with the ball. However, the move came out of necessity because of Williams' inconsistencies as a traditional receiver. He projects as more of a joker weapon and needs a creative play caller. I know a guy like that in Green Bay who can utilize him in different ways, similar to Cordero Patterson. That's all we got on him so far. His projected grade was 3rd to 4th round. Where do we take him, gents?
Third round.
Dane Brugler noted. There you go. There's your new wide receiver.
Play pull up Kentley Platts.
Oh, yeah?
He just retweeted something about him. Savion Williams was in the let's see here. We had him in the 78th spot on the vertical board. No, I'm sorry. 91. He was the 98th spot on the vertical board, 84th overall in PFF 24. PFF Big Board had him 51st. Consensus had him 76th. So that's not a bad pickup. And then for pick 88, the Jags took Caleb Ransaw, cornerback out of Tulane. Was his Senior Bowl as well.
Here's what Emilio just told me to pull up. This was Kentley Platt, a.k.a. Math Bomb, tweeted this out from Real Analytics. The Packers add serious vertical juice with Savion Williams. His 94.8 IGA score places that. I'm at a grocery store back home. IGA. Anyway, IGA score places him in the 95th percentile for in-game athleticism, powered by a verified top-end speed of 21.7 miles per hour at 6'4". Ranks in the 96th percentile. Size, speed. A size speed outlier who stacks DBs and threatens every blade of the grass. Pretty darn cool there. And then, of course, you look at the RAS, it's incomplete, but he actually measured in at 6'3", 222 with a 4.48 40. And it looks like a 1.53 10-yard split and an even better 2.54 20-yard split. So they like it. No doubt about
Do you guys want the good news or the bad news?
Yes.
I like Savion. I do. He's an athletic freak for sure. The bad news is that he has a drop rate of 11.8%. That's not good.
That's right down Green Bay's alley, right? Think that's what we do.
Now the good news, he has a contested catch rate of 88.9, which is insane.
So all we got to do is just make sure that we have him covered, right? That's all we got to do. Just throw into coverage.
Yeah.
That was a joke, by the way.
We have Jaguars pick 9. They picked Wyatt Malone, guard out of West Virginia.
They also had Caleb Ransaw, the cornerback out of Tulane.
So
The
Malone.
Rams.
Malone's off the board.
Well,
my boy's going to keep dropping.
Who's that?
Bo, Marcus Bo.
Mm-hmm.
is it Bo or Mbo?
It's Bo.
Yeah, the end.
Got to put
Look
some
at this.
oomph on. You know what I'm saying?
Mike Hebring coming in with a great point. He says Goot has no intention of paying the new wide receiver prices.
That's it. That's
That's
fact.
evident.
Spot on there.
100% fact right there.
That's crazy. That's true. Yeah.
Still a lot of good players on the board too, man.
Yeah, man.
You know, the Savion thing, it sounds like he's more of a gadget player. I mean, they talked about how, you need a nice play caller to kind of fit him in. I think that obviously we've got one of the best, if not the best. If there's anybody
3rd and 1, jet sweep time.
Tim said, "Yay, let's get inside the 5 and run it, just."
I honestly don't. I know it's going to make Tim mad, but I feel like that's exactly what Goody was thinking when he picked Savion Williams, because he liked using Christian on those ends around, and we all roll our eyes, but they love doing it.
They call him a horse in the wind.
Called
What they call it.
Savion a horse in the wind.
A what?
A what?
There's
Horse
a
in the wind.
30-second video, Jacob, on Twitter, TCU football, saying, hey, NFL fans, talking about Savion Williams. They call him a horse in the wind at practice. He came in, runs fast, plays hard. I like to hear that.
Bet you do.
We were gonna play it, but it's got music in the background, and YouTube will trigger it. So, for those of you wondering, Shedeur Sanders is still on the board.
That's crazy. Pick is in though for LA Rams. This could be a spot, right?
Yeah, we're running out of third round picks here too. Let's closing in on round 4.
Wow.
So,
Ooh, wow. The Rams build their defensive line even farther with more depth. They pick the defensive edge from Michigan, Josiah Stewart. Great pick.
solid pick there. Good pick.
Dang, man.
To the Rams, huh?
But Jack Sawyer is the best edge defender available right now.
Dude, Rick Kruger saying that they just reported that Gabriel will go before Shedeur. Dylan Gabriel from Oregon.
Oh my God, could you imagine? Bruh.
Josiah Stewart was 60th on our board, Senior Bowl captain, had a 54.6 overall grade. He was 5th last year in PFF. Big Board had him 96. Consensus had him 84th. DJ 46.
Deadfish.
70.
Sorry, Miller. Deadfish is really making me understand this draft a little more, especially even the pick that it's not that I hate it, it's just that I didn't understand it, but this makes me actually really understand it. He says this is a salary cap draft. Packers drafting players to replace players they're going to let go and hopefully get some comp picks. I think that's a good point, man. I do. I feel like Goody's like me. He is cheap and he is not going to pay these people a dime after he wants to.
Oh,
I get it. I mean, I always hit that, clearance tag.
I was going to say, dude, I live at TJ Maxx, Ross, Marshalls. Oof, love it. I'm going to look – I dress my fashion like somebody that was really cool 2.5 years ago.
You're an amazing person. You know that, don't you?
Nodak Mock says Shedeur Sanders has one more year of eligibility, so he should consider going back and play somewhere other than Colorado. I don't think you can do that once you hire a scout. Or, I'm sorry, an agent. Of course, with the NIL, things could have
Yeah,
changed.
it could be.
That was the old rule back in the day, Mike. It probably has changed with NIL. Was once you declare for the draft, you cannot go back to college.
Daryl says, well, after today, there will still be 4 more rounds by tomorrow. That's true.
That is very true.
Good.
Good.
Very good.
Ravens took Emory Jones Jr. That's a good. Damn, did Ravens always quietly have such good picks, dude?
Tim, what'd you just hit?
The pick is in.
What do you
and
got?
it's not a defensive player.
Oh, no. What you got, Tim?
No, I was just messing around.
Like, this must be big. We need to walk off. Oh, yeah.
I forgot my board.
Oh, man. Greg Capel says Jacob hates Monopoly money.
Yeah, I do. It stains your skin, you know?
Judah Tom says draft Shedeur Sanders and trade Malik Willis.
Please don't.
Think about that, man. If you were going off our board, that'd make a lot of sense. That'd make a lot of sense.
Yeah, going off the board, the fact that
Going off my
32
brain.
teams have passed on him 3 times now makes it seem like you're not going to get a lot of trade compensation for him. You know
For
what I mean?
Malik? No, they say trade Malik.
Okay, I got you. But
I don't know what you'll get for Malik, to be honest
that's
with you.
true.
Is Milrow still on the board?
He is, man.
Yep.
Okay, that makes more sense to me.
I would rather have Milrow than
Me
Shedeur,
too.
personally.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
What's wrong with Jack Sawyer?
Jack Sawyer's kind of one of those tweeners, man. You know, people don't see him as a true pass rusher, and they don't see him as a true stack backer. He's a football player. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
He doesn't meet the threshold for the Packers, if I remember correctly. Let me double check that. Yeah, he doesn't meet the threshold. The only emoji we got is captain. So Packers never met with him. Doesn't mean they wouldn't draft him. PFF loved him, and it's just another example. You got to be careful with PFF.
Oh, bro. The Seahawks just took Jalen Milrow.
I knew it, bro. I knew it was coming.
That's a great pick.
It really is, man. got Sam Darnold for 2 years, right?
Yep.
And then try to see if you got something with Jalen Milroe.
Jalen Milroe, 44th on the board, 42.6 points, captain, Senior Bowl threshold fit, and he's got that 100% in his running grade. I think that is a
So the quarterbacks
Snag.
went.
right there.
It went Cam Ward, Jackson Dart, Tyler Shuck, Jalen Milroe, and Shador Sanders still on the board.
Yep.
That's
And
crazy.
Dion is somewhere going. Probably should have kept my damn mouth shut.
Oh boy. I can't.
It does feel like the NFL is teaching Dion a lesson. Does it not?
Kind of.
Doesn't it feel like they taught a few people that lesson? Like Will Johnson for not running, Mike Green for not keeping his nose clean, you know, a few other type stuff like that.
She's got a.
Chuck Goodman said Sanders' tears are delicious. So.
Oh boy.
Oh my god.
Yeah, look at that. Or
That's
it's getting bare up there.
It is.
It's getting super bare up there.
We did good, man. We did good. Like Shador
You
Sanders.
might as well scroll down to Gunnar Helm and just leave Jack Sawyer, Xavier Watson, Shador up there by themselves.
Xavier Watts stuff really surprised me because he scored a 0 on the RAS.
Yeah, yeah.
I say 0. I mean less than 7. But man, Greg Cosell really liked him.
Yeah, right.
Somebody's going to get great value with Xavier Watts. There's no doubt about it.
oh yeah. I feel like the Vikes are they have to do that, right? They have to.
Yeah. I hate to admit it, but yeah, I'm with you. That does make a lot of sense.
Prince in the chat. I know Tim's gonna hate hearing this. They got Reed, Wicks, Dobbs, Golden, Williams, Hardman, with Watson on pup. That means Melton, Heath, Johnson, Hicks fight for the practice squad.
Cheese curds make my stomach hurt all the time, but I do eat them though.
I'd rather have that problem. You know, that's a great problem to have.
But you do have the practice squad, right? So, like you said, you can probably pass a couple of those guys off in the practice squad.
But they're not protected.
That's correct.
That's the thing.
That is
So
You
I
gotta
don't
use
think
protection.
I also wouldn't be surprised. What the hell's wrong with you, Jake? I wouldn't be surprised if McCole Hardman gets cut too.
that's
Oh
what
yeah.
You know,
I was saying that a few days ago. I mean, that was before we took 2 receivers. Yeah,
Better go bowling quick, Tim.
it's good. Yeah, I know, right? For sure. Hey, McCall, hit me up, man. Let's hit the lanes before you leave town.
He was on the first flight out.
Man,
Too old for this. What are you doing?
I'll tell you what. That will be extremely entertaining to watch the wide receiver camp battles
Yeah.
this year.
Oh, Mel Kiper's going off again.
What do you say?
I can't hear him. I can just see him. He's very
Who the
animated.
hell is Mel Kiper anyway?
Should they turn it into a drinking game yet?
Saints are on the clock again.
Willin Al Swiderski with the super chat. Thank you, buddy. He says, we're going to be some Savion tush pushing machines this year. It's the first thing I thought about was like, what if they use him as that motion over under center real quick quarterback sneak type thing as opposed to Tucker this year? So
I can see it.
what's your problem?
I'm just laughing at Harry Cheese's comment here.
What ridiculous formations are LaFleur going to come up with this year?
I'm hoping for like the Maryland Eye. You know what I mean?
Oh, well, yeah.
Let's bring it back. Everybody go your own way. We'll just get you the ball.
I think we should use the
We
oop
don't run the Statue of Liberty on first down, first play of the year.
No, we got the receivers. We run the oop de oop.
Guys, we are at 970. Can we crack 1,000?
I think we
Everybody,
could.
make sure you hit like, make sure you share, make sure you sub, and also if you're on Twitter watching, hit retweet on this stream real quick. Let's see if we can crack 1,000 here. We got this thing humming tonight. You guys are awesome. Appreciate y'all tuning in with us.
Prince is saying that Hardman's the only returner candidate out of the bunch that gives him an edge. I disagree. Although I
Actually,
don't. Golden is quite
Golden-
the polished
Yep.
returner, but I don't know if
I wanted to agree with you, Prince, but I'm with Jacob. I'm like, immediately thought Golden jump right into that return role, right? Be dynamic. So 2-0 for this, says Mel Kiper is a Deion Sanders burner.
Nodak says, "Why did I even do 1,000 mock drafts?"
We always feel like this, Mike. We always feel like this.
Where I picked essentially only defensive players. I feel you,
Yeah.
Mike. I
My
feel you.
dad sent me a text being like, "Where's the defense? It's coming." I think.
That's a great question. 204 says, did Savion return? I don't know. Was he a returner, guys?
Sick
I
of
can
beats.
see it, but
I
I'm
could
not
have tuned
sure.
20, almost 22 miles per hour.
Yeah. Could absolutely see it.
So Jonas Sanker. Sanker,
Hardly know her. Let's see.
best available on our board, just looking at the horizontal board physically, Shador Sanders with a 17.9 grade, Xavier Watts with a 32.7, Jack Sawyer with a 45.1, and is Jonas Sabanaya really not gone? Can anybody confirm that? I feel like
No,
he
he's
got
already
drafted.
gone. He's gone.
He's gone.
He's
He's
gone.
off the board.
I was going to say, I thought.
And I've got PFF on Savion Williams here. Let's see. Tape and measurables look good. Very versatile, potentially high impact NFL player on the line, in the backfield, or as a returner. So
There you go.
Savion Williams brings you depth in the return game.
I think I'd like that a little bit more. Protect our first round draft pick. Maybe use a guy like Savion, who's maybe a little more bulky. You know.
Big Cheese Meat Packer says, Goop said, and happily we trust. Let's go. I mean, listen,
And then Happily said, can I get like one player in this draft?
seriously, we were second in run defense, 8 in pass defense. We're literally a legit top 10 defense, right? And why did we lose to the Eagles? It was lack of offense and protecting Jordan Love, right?
Yep.
Um,
That's why the Belton pick makes a lot of sense, I think.
you got 2 field stretchers now, one being a little more of a gadget, but Matthew Golden can take the top off, right? You went and got Aaron Banks at offensive line. It makes sense.
Yep.
It all makes sense.
Little depth at tackle.
If you guys thought I was being a little pessimistic, you don't go into the Packernet podcast Facebook group. Holy Lord.
Look, I'm going to act surprised. Like I stopped going in because it's like, why are y'all miserable? What are we
Let me
doing?
read you the first one that popped up. I'll keep the name silent. I'm not trying to shade anybody. What the F? Dumb F. Worthless Goot strikes again. Green and Amos sitting there, and we reach on another O lineman. Please effing fire Goot. All right.
Wow. 11 wins with the youngest roster in the league, and we're
That's
firing.
right.
What in the world? Okay. Anyway, everybody's got to listen. Everybody's got the right to it.
Yeah.
Here's an opinion. All the pieces are in place.
You know, I said last year.
Here's another opinion. This show sucks.
That's not an opinion. That is fact, right there.
That is a fact.
I said last year, like, you can't expect to win the Super Bowl if you're the youngest team in the league. It's never happened, right? We got a little bit older this year with the 2 signings, a little bit older, and we didn't trade back and get multiple picks. It wasn't like you're adding 10 rookies, right? So
Right.
now we can still trade back, but yeah. I don't know, man. Sitting here right now through the first 3 rounds, I don't feel like, the Packers are winning the Super Bowl. But if they get hot and those young players from last year take that step, Dan Orlovsky said it best last night. He said, this Packers offense is going to be a problem.
Yep.
Especially with a healthy Jordan Love, battling 3 injuries last year, and still finished top 5 in QBR, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
So. Wow, everybody's saying Gabriel to the Browns before. There it is. Dylan Gabriel to the Cleveland Browns, one of the teams that was supposed to take Shador.
Wow. That's great.
This is insane.
That's wild, man.
Wow.
What if Shador Sanders ends up being an undrafted free agent? We said, what if Shador Sanders makes it to the 2nd round? What if Shador Sanders makes it the 3rd round? Now we're going.
What if Shador Sanders is in the CFL? This is crazy.
I bet you they're still screaming about the slide now. I'm telling you, the crowd was going crazy about him sliding.
Thank you so much. Whoever banned that dude, who banned
I
that?
got him.
You deserve a raise, Jacob.
Oh yeah,
Excuse my language.
loser.
What a dipshit.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you.
That's what you get from a Michigan State fan.
Big old tough guy. Saying racist stuff. Love it.
Mhm.
You don't say that.
Deion told the NFL not to draft his son so he can pick his own team.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know.
that's a good. Yeah, that'd be the CFL.
Possible, but I don't know.
Did the Cowboys pick again this round? No. They do not. Yet the Raiders coming up twice. That could be Shador.
Sanders
He was
deserves
late.
the
He was
Vikings.
late.
Casey McQuaid, Sanders deserves the Vikings.
That's actually great.
That would be awesome.
Greg makes a great point too, dude. That we haven't thought Marshawn Lloyd healthy, Musgrave back to his pre-liver laceration, which obviously had to take a toll on him. The new wide receivers and all the rest of the starters. Dangerous.
It's a great point. Great point. It's like you're getting an extra draft pick in Marshawn Lloyd, really in Jordan Morgan too.
And it kind of makes sense because you think about the fact that we've dumped so much draft capital into that defensive room the last 2-3 years. And if Goody really does believe that, hey, in year 2, year 3, year whatever, these guys gonna make a step. And we saw, obviously, like you just talked about, how Hafley was able to use that group last year and put us out a pretty decent freaking defense. I'm kind of excited now. I'm getting there. I'm getting there, guys.
They should only be better, right, Jacob? Should
Yeah.
only get better.
Yeah.
Jared Wilson pick, right? Pretty solid.
Jared Wilson to the Patriot. Yeah, Patriot.
Is
That was
Watts
their
is Watts still there?
best center on the board. Yeah, Xavier Watts is still there,
That was our best center on the board at 90th overall.
and Bo is still available, right?
Yep. Packers met with him. He was a threshold fit, and PFF 24 last year. He was the 11th best. Big board had him 103. Consensus had him 143.
Dead Fish says, looks like it's cold in Green Bay tonight. We got a little fire cooking.
It
over
was
here.
cold. It was cold.
It's supposed to get in the 30s tonight.
Yeah, it was pretty cold over there.
And tomorrow's supposed to be sunny and 60.
Yeah, 60 degrees. So we probably won't do a stream tomorrow. I think we're just going to hang out in the bowl tomorrow. Beautiful weather. I'm going to take a nap on the bleachers like this.
You guys aren't doing a stream?
We are not doing a stream.
You're doing it by yourself, Jacob.
I'll just go by myself. All right.
Hey, you sure, man? Serious?
I could maybe
I'm sure
see
I'll
if
get
Ryan wanted to do one.
Jacob, we'll just text you the picks every time.
Yeah, I'll get back from Lambeau. My channel will be demonetized.
Yeah.
Everything will be shut down. Appreciate that. Rick Kruger coming around. He says, the more tape I watch on Savion, I like him. Good
See?
stuff, man. Two over this says he'll hop on. We're definitely getting canceled. That's bad.
Are you guys? Is it Zy
Left in the third
Alexander?
round. What?
Sorry, Zy Alexander and Kobe Bryant. Are those still the best cornerbacks available right now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we're showing Zy Alexander, Kobe Bryant, Dorian Strong. Is Dorian Strong still there?
Mm-hmm.
Denzel Burke.
Denzel Burke. Denzel Burke's really fascinating.
Yeah, he's gone.
The year before last, dominant corner, according to Greg Cosell. We're at 992. Let's go. 8 more. Let's get over 1,000, y'all. Hit like, hit retweet. We appreciate you. Let's do this.
Do it, and I'll
Jake
give you guys a
Olsen.
free dance at the office.
Xavier Watts to the Falcons.
Ooh, that's a
great
good one.
Mr. Watts, 37th on the board, man. That leaves it a cold level row 17 for Shador up there, man. There is nobody else near him now. Closest guy near him is Mr. Jack Sawyer at 50.
Yeah.
Or
So
Gunnar
30
Helm. Yeah.
30 plus spots there.
Yeah, then Gunnar Helm, then Josiah Stewart.
Vikings
Scannable.
trade back. Houston is on the clock.
Who did?
Yeah. Vikings just traded back. Xavier Watts got taken 1 pick before them, and they traded back, Jacob.
That makes sense that that Vikings.
They need
yeah.
picks.
one the safety's gone too. They need picks.
Wow, that's funny though. They got
Respect Oranges says Jacob's new routine is called the mock Tua.
You heard it from a fan right here.
We'll just round this out here with the ESPN.
Did Torrey Horton go yet? No, he didn't. Right?
Did he not really? Holy cow!
Nope. Jalen Royal's still on the board too.
I think we should trade
And
back up.
Where's
Trade
Isaiah?
back up and get another receiver, Jacob.
Absolutely.
You think Isaiah Bond will get drafted? You think he'll go undrafted completely?
That's a great question.
Interesting.
That's a great question.
Jalen
Johnny
Smith
B says-
went.
What do y'all have on safety? Castro from Iowa. Castro from Iowa. We've got him with a 159.3 grade. As it sits right now, he's the 5th best safety available right
For his birthday, yes.
Okay. And Jacob, you just said Jalen Smith, cornerback out of USC.
now. Yep, that's correct. To the Texans.
To the Texans.
Wow.
Vegas is up on the clock, right? We got back-to-back Vegas picks, so
Yep.
at least they can't jump themselves.
You think Shadur's still watching the draft?
I think Shador is practicing his rap game.
Did the Raiders already take a quarterback anywhere?
Negative.
Because this would be the spot. This would be one of the last spots Shador's got a chance, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sit behind Geno for a few years. Or no. Yeah, Geno, right? I like what Big Cheese Meat Packer is saying here. I think Peoples or CJ West would be a dream for the next round. Still really want to address some
Yes.
D.
Yes.
I agree with that
Amen to
completely.
And maybe that's what Goot's board is looking like. Maybe he's feeling the same way. And that's why we haven't seen the move made early.
Tell you another one too is Joshua Farmer.
Thor
The best
Griffith.
best D tackles available right now, according to our board. Deion Walker out of
Who?
Kentucky, Ty Robinson, Nebraska, Aeneas Peebles, Virginia Tech, Jordan Phillips, Maryland, Joshua Farmer, Florida State, then C.J. West out of Indiana, then J.J. Pegues out of Mississippi, Ole Miss, and Riley Mills out of Notre Dame. Edge defender is what's interesting. You got Jack Sawyer, of course, we talked, he's a tweener. Jared Ivey out of Ole Miss, which we all like. It's just the threshold isn't there. Senior Bowl participant, though. Kyle Kennard out of South Carolina. He's Senior Bowl captain and meets the threshold. Braden Swenson out of LSU. Greg Cosell loved Braden Swenson. Yeah, hold on. Braden Swenson, though. Yeah, threshold. The Packers met with him. He was at the East-West Shrine Bowl, and he was a team captain. That would be interesting there.
I think Tez Johnson is because he's 150 pounds.
Yep.
Xavier Estrepo because he ran a 4.740.
Yep. Exactly.
What's wrong with Alec then?
I heard I have never been a fan of his. I read a couple scouts that said that he has absolutely no ball skills, that he is a very good run blocker. And he's really good at blocking, and he's a good like kind of possession receiver if you need him, if you keep it like pretty simple, but I think that's probably why he's fallen a little bit.
No block, no rock.
Scattaboo, man, Scattaboo would be fun. Whoever gets that guy, they're just like, let's just let him ruin his body for like 3 years and then we'll get rid of him.
I'm thinking Shador's got to go in one of these next two picks, right, with the Raiders. If he's going to go, this
I don't know what the hell to think anymore about him.
Yeah,
I was
that's
the one
crazy.
that said Cleveland was going to take him today, and it never happened.
This is the end of the round, right? 102 is the end. We're closing
Yep.
up.
Yep.
Only 5 picks
Does anybody
left.
know?
This one, they're picking back to back. Maybe the Raiders take him. One of
Does
these.
anybody know what the Vikings got for trading out of that pick?
they're
Because
sitting at 102 now, right?
yes,
So they traded back to 102. I'm still watching Jerry Jones dance over here, but
Wait, did we see the trade? Falcons traded with the Eagles?
Did they?
Sarah 4 minutes ago.
So the Eagles are sitting at 101 now?
Yep.
Right. Yep. It's showing on here too.
Okay.
Ouch.
Wait, that's just them screaming. If you want to Rob,
Who is that?
it's Savion.
Is it really?
Yeah, he screamed.
Rob Demoski?
Oh no, Western.
Rob Western. Gotcha. Let's get it. So that's Savion's reaction, right?
Mhm,
Oh,
mhm.
let's go, dude. Them blocks, too.
Listen
Dude,
to
gonna look
listen to
so-
him screaming,
He
bro.
gonna look so damn pimp in a Packer uniform, bro. We need a little more swag in Green Bay. Y'all ready? Here's Savion Williams' reaction to being drafted by the Packers. Y'all ready?
We're going to Green Bay.
Nice.
That's
We're going to Green Bay.
Love it.
love, man.
That makes me
You
happy.
heard it from a fan right here.
Who'd the Raiders take?
That was Savion Williams, wide receiver. of the Packers.
Caleb Rogers to the Raiders.
Manny, what is your problem? I've been trying to keep people positive all night. You're going to come over and go, we got another receiver?
What happened to some cornerbacks? And I don't know.
Right.
Mandy, a lot of people that are very smart pick 2 receivers early. A lot of them.
I mean, my God, how many wide receivers does the team need?
Go to bed. I'm sick of your mouth tonight. Go to bed.
Oh.
I'll take that.
Caleb Rogers, 208 on our
There's a
board.
peace on.
Wow.
Yes. Jacob, you know.
Everybody knows. Everybody. I'm a battered husband. Everybody.
Oh, God.
Hired Chip Kelly as the OC.
I heard Clayton has to wear eye makeup to hide his bruises.
That's only during the week, Jacob.
Clayton has to wear eye makeup because Mandy makes
Great.
her video.
King Tron with the super chat says Williams is our Taysom Hill. Wait till you see the HL. I think that means highlights. I like that. I like highlights.
I have highlights.
Yep.
God, Charles Grant, great pick.
The Raiders went back-to-back offensive tackles. Wow. Went Caleb Rogers, then Charles Grant.
Love that Charles Grant.
That's cool. The Birch winning. They did their thing, and we did back-to-back wide receivers.
Man, what happened to Shadur there? I thought
Yeah.
he was supposed to go to the Raiders.
Oh my God, is he gonna go
People are saying should
Gonna
don't
go to
talk to
Minnesota.
me right now.
Minnesota?
Why though? Why would they want to put that cancer in that locker room and then have JJ McCarthy have to deal with that? You know what I mean?
That's true.
Because he's gonna be a backup.
Ugh.
Charles Grant, 75th on our board. William Marriott, Senior Bowl captain. He was 30, 42nd, and 8th. Big Board had him 81st and 104.
I don't know what that word means, Elder Graham. He said, can Mandy say the Bills?
Exasperately again, meaning she wants to the Bills.
After Maxwell Harrison got picked.
Hit it there, Elmira.
No, I'm offended.
Welcome to 2025.
I am so.
Bills.
Elder Grimm saying, dance, puppet, dance. And Manny said, no. Oh.
That's a great point, Mountain Man. Mountain Man Pack says if Brady doesn't believe in Sanders, who will? There's
Jeez, that's a good one.
that says a lot.
Shit.
Says a whole lot. So we got Niners, Eagles, and Vikings rounding this thing out there.
Mandy said, don't you put that word in my mouth.
I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
Guys, we're 8 people away from hitting that 1K. Can we please just do
Jacob,
a
send it
share?
to all your friends. Oh, yeah.
I ain't got no friends.
Our phones are gonna buzz.
Shut up.
Did you guys get it? Yeah. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
A lot of people's moms are their best friends, all right?
Right.
Chuck Jagger says NFL owners putting belt to ass with Shador.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, like what Elgin said, Jen, you can have a line to run behind this year.
That's a great point. Wait,
Absolutely.
did he go? Did he go to the Raiders?
Raided?
Bro, he's gonna look so good in that silver
Yeah,
and black.
I mean, those are two. I mean, Caleb Rogers might be a little bit of a reach. 164 points on our board, but like Charles Grant, those are two dogs right there.
Right.
Yeah.
You guys have crushed it on the stream tonight, seriously, with the super chats and everything. I'm showing that this live stream's already got 2,279 views, and we've had consistently. Yeah, we've been over 900 for well over an hour, right?
Mm-hmm. At least.
Can't thank y'all enough for supporting the channel and hanging out with us here on Draft Night. It's been awesome.
Absolutely.
Truly humbling.
And we're closing in.
We go Randy Cleavers with the super chat says, all offense looks like Goot wants to score more points. Hey, you got that right, man. No denying that. Thank you for the super chat, Randy. Appreciate you, bud.
And Denver already traded. Look at that. According to the ESPN there. So Sam Fran was up next. Looks like Denver already traded with Philly to get back in for the second to last pick there at 101.
That's very interesting.
I will adjust that.
Anthony Nofke is asking Shador to Minnesota. I don't see that. And they have such low picks. They traded back, so I'm assuming they obviously got some compensation for that. I just don't understand why they would want to take a guy, throw him into the mix that's going to be absolute locker room cancer when you have such a little pick. You know what I mean? I think that I don't think he's getting drafted in the third, boys. That's crazy.
We robbed somebody. Nobody knows who it is.
Yeah, that's what 12 for this said too.
Yeah, I can understand both sides of that, really. You know, again, I'm not like crazy surprised with the whole Shador things because I listen to so much Greg Cosell, and Greg Cosell was like, I don't see it. He's got a high completion percentage because he threw a bunch of screens, you know. And he said he has a tendency to run backwards when the pressure hits. Seth Ruder with the super chat. Thank you, buddy. I'm a big believer in Wicks. Just hope this doesn't stunt his growth. It's a great point, Seth. Great point.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be taking snaps away from somebody if these young guys get in there.
Sure.
Oh, the Niners just took Upton Stout. Wow.
Oh, here's a guy coming in at 5'4". Shots fired.
I like what Coach is saying. He says, bro, Savion Williams is a dog.
That's correct.
Can't wait to do the chalk talks when we get back home.
Oh, my gosh. this is
Matthew
gonna be fun.
Golden, then we'll do a little Anthony Belton, and we'll hit on our boy Savion Williams. We're at
Upton.
$9.95 again. Every time we mention this, it dips back down.
Upton Stout, 164 on our board, cornerback, versatile out of Western Kentucky. He was 35th best last year, 168 on PFF, 187 on consensus.
How does Atham know the old adage? When in doubt, go to Stout. That's where both my parents went. Thank you. Oh, here we go. Johnny B says Minnesota acquired the 102nd and 142nd overall picks by sending number 97 and number 187 to the Houston Texans. All right.
That's pretty good net gain, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
About 40 spots, I guess. Net
But
gain.
they didn't gain any more picks, though, right? They just
Right.
That's true.
moved up a little. They just moved up.
They
a
moved
little
up 40 spots, essentially.
Got it.
But they gained 40 spots.
Right. Right.
And that to me makes even more clear that I just don't think they would take Shador. I don't see that.
Right.
We also say, please do not use. Thanks.
Listen, I don't want this to happen, but I'm just saying, what if Matthew Golden ends up being a bust and Savion Williams ends up being just an absolute damn dog? You know what I mean? That's why you swing on two. Like, think of Javon Bullard. I'm not saying he's a bust, but Evan Williams outplayed him, right?
Right.
Like, that's why you double dip.
Oh, I just need to mention this. I didn't even notice. Nick Martin got selected before Sean Dolak. I mean, but just barely. I mean, there's only a 6-point difference out of that. Okay, one tier.
Sean Dolak been picked?
No, but I'm just saying Nick Martin's not that far off.
Sean Dolak hasn't been picked?
Not yet, Clay.
Man,
You're kidding me. That's crazy.
Savion Jones to the damn.
I was hoping it was Sean Dolak right there.
That would
That'd
have
have
been
been done.
If he goes in and he just kicks our ass in the next 10 years.
Jack Sawyer still on the board.
Yeah, Vikes are on the pick to end this round 3 of the NFL 2025 draft. This has been fun, and it hasn't been as predictable as I think everybody thought it would be, right? This has been a very interesting draft.
Oh, yeah.
when you
You're
look
preaching to the choir, Jacob. I had none of this on my bingo card.
When you look at the horizontal board, though, this is how I remember it in past drafts. Like I said, when you get into late second, early third, you start to get some of these guys lower on the board going. But for the most part, I mean, that's pretty well lined up.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying. I just can't believe it's still available.
Yes,
Maybe
Affam,
so.
probably. Yep. CJN's asking what time tomorrow, boys.
Thank you, Jacob. Appreciate that. Boy.
Well, only one of us
I just
is
want to say
really
this.
dedicated.
I wanted to do a live stream tomorrow, but I have been pressured by everybody to go to the draft and not do a live stream tomorrow and just hang out. So I'm blaming Amelia.
No, you can go do it, but who got you the live shot from inside the draft when the Packers took the pick? I don't know, man. It was pretty cool, wasn't it?
People say it was you.
Believe it was
all right.
you.
Prince, I think I'll reach out to Ryan and see if me, him, and Colin, we've done that usually most years, day 3.
Yeah. Let me know and we can sync them up. You know what I mean? We'll sync up the streams.
Ty Fountain to the Vikings.
Ooh, darn.
Wow.
That's
pretty good pick.
freaking Vikings, man.
107.
Always find their wide receivers.
Wait, I didn't hit the chime. Ty Fountain to the Vikings.
There we go.
Didn't Tim say that last time when he said he had big news?
So we've taken 3 picks, right?
Mm-hmm.
And one of them was a gold. So we're 1 for 3 right now, right?
Yep.
Left on the board, gold wise, is Jacob Bayer, center, Taylor Elgersman, quarterback, Micah Robinson, cornerback, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jason Marshall, he's in the red. Would he have been a gold too?
I believe so.
So we need to keep that.
No,
in.
he was in East West Ryan.
You're right. So we've only got 3 more opportunities.
But Matthew Golden is close to being a gold. I mean, he met with threshold 30 visit. He
Had
just,
everything but senior.
right.
There
That's
you
it.
go. That rounds it out, boys. All right, let's get ready to wrap this big bear up. Appreciate everybody hanging out with us.
Donovan Schilling's asking, did I miss the giveaway?
You did not, sir. We're going to do it right now.
Look at that.
Get this thing teed up here. I think y'all are going to enjoy the background pick here.
Spin this thing.
What do y'all see this right here? You'll see this.
We got to do the giveaway.
This guy right here.
Jordan, come on the drone show.
What the hell is that?
What was she saying?
Mandy said there's supposed to be a drone show over the Lambeau Field.
Unbelievable.
So
Well, they going to Uber down there?
They
real
want to
quick?
go look.
Outside?
Yeah.
And we got a telescope?
They're going to go run in the middle of the street and see if they can see Lambeau.
They're going to get us kicked out of this neighborhood. All right, so you'll notice this handsome fellow on the board here. That's Jacob, I believe. Is that you, Jacob?
No comment.
All right.
Never seen that guy day in my life.
All right, so we do have to shuffle this thing. He's going to let us shuffle it. What is
All right, give us a number to shuffle. Give us a number to shuffle.
Yeah, we need a number from 1 to 10 in the chat, gang.
2 for the receivers that we took in the draft.
Great
Nice.
price is a little high, buddy.
65. Dang. Everybody said 4. Look at that.
65%.
65%. That's what we. All right, so we're going to shuffle it 4 times over here to the right. Everybody's name in. We have 203 entries. All right, this is for the autographed Robert Brooks jersey. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Zoom in now. Let's spin this sucker. Jacob looking higher than a kite on this wheel right here. All right, here we go. The winner of the autographed Robert Brooks jersey is.
If it lands on Amelia, we're flipping the table.
No, it ain't Pack Daddy.
It's Pack
No, you're right. It's right.
Pack Daddy does not get that prize.
Look at the comments rolling in.
Chuck Jagger just lost it. All right, we're gonna spin it again. Pack Daddy, listen. Pack Daddy does not get the
Too
win.
often it says 3 words, rigged.
All right, the winner of the autographed Robert Brooks jersey is.
Amelia.
It almost left.
Oh, dude, I'm taking it. If it was me, I'm taking that jersey. Professor Cake.
If somebody text me these, you do that? Okay. He said no. All right, we're going to spin it 2 more times in case Professor Cakes does not come forward. All right. The second place winner is
Isn't
Professor
Professor
Cakes
Cakes
is in the
in?
clink.
Isn't Cakes in here?
He may be.
Might be in the chat.
He's usually
I know
always
this.
in there. The second place winner would be Rich Beck. Rich Beck. So Professor Cakes 1, Rich Beck 2. There you go. And then one more time in case Rich Beck is in the clink as well.
Well, man, I almost won that one. Cakes, you got lucky, bud.
Third place winner is.
CJN?
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, he said, who?
Who?
He was the best guy around.
All right, so you text me all 3 of those? All right, cool. So again, first place, Professor Cakes. If we don't hear from him from like within a week, I'm sure we will though. It goes to Rich Beck. If we don't hear from Rich Beck, it'll go to CJN. So there you go. Jacob, parting thoughts, sir.
Things could be a lot worse. I could be a Bears fan.
That's about it. Yeah. No, I really enjoyed the first round. I was obviously a little disgruntled, a little kerfuffled, a little frazzled, if you will, with the second pick. And I still, it still irks me a little bit, but I have faith that Goot knows exactly what he's doing with the offensive line room. And obviously, everybody knew that we were going to draft 2 wide receivers within the first 3 picks. A lot of people tell me. So I'm happy. I really am. I think Savion, I think that this shows us that Goody thinks differently of our team than we do. I think that he has a lot more confidence in the defense than we all imagined. And I think that he decided that he wants to get cheaper, younger, faster, and bigger in that wide receiver room. That's what we're doing.
Chris the Casual says Riggio. And AFAM says you need to call David Gruber's law offices about this giveaway. 1 call. That's all. Sponsor the show, David. Take it, or Emilio, Tim. Anything you want to add?
No, what an experience there at the draft, man. I'm glad to be here. Appreciate everybody watching the stream. Appreciate all the viewers, man. Just glad that Green Bay is kicking it off right with 2 receivers, making everybody happy.
Yeah, no doubt.
And I'm just going to hit you with one more. Jair still a Packer.
It's looking like it. It is looking like it. Is it not?
I mean, it better be at this point.
Tim said, "My God, he better be on the roster." We'll see what happens. But again, man, we got how many more picks? 5 left.
Yep. So there's still room to maneuver here.
Does anybody know when the festivities start tomorrow, Saturday?
Great question. Help us
I
out.
want to say it's noon Eastern.
In the
Yeah,
chat.
it's earlier
So
tomorrow. Yeah.
in theory, we could have a morning show, all of us, and we could do a mock draft rounds 4, 5, 6, and 7.
Yep. In theory,
Same.
you could hitchhike your way to Green Bay and get here by the morning.
I have a car.
They're still showing Shadur highlights.
Does her husband know you have the car?
Well, different story. I put gas in it.
All right, guys. We may do a morning show. Jacob, we need to get up with see if Ryan Mandy's giving me the stank eye. I'm not doing a morning show. There'll be no morning show. But get up with Ryan, and I will create a stream for you guys. No, we're not, Jacob. You're not getting me in trouble. I'll be have to borrow in his car. Breakfast cannolis.
Yeah,
You know it.
That's what I had this morning.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner cannolis.
All right, that's it. again, guys, thank y'all so much for hanging out with us. This was a blast. It would not be near as fun, near as enjoyable, near as educating too, to be honest with you, man. Everybody had great insight in the chat like you always do. Kind of got a little emotional earlier thinking about, man, we're sitting in Green Bay talking draft with a bunch of buddies. It's cool, man. Please don't think that we ever take it lightly. I know we all get a little emotional every now and again, and aggravated with each other and this and that. As Jacob's scrolling through all the super chats, y'all are way too kind. Really like what we're creating and looking forward to the future for sure. So the plan will be after the draft tomorrow, get back here, kind of get stuff cleaned up a little bit, and we will do a post-draft show. That's the plan. So we'll kind of recap all the picks, talk about it, might do a little extended show there. So we plan on flying out on Sunday. And if I get back to Tennessee in time on Sunday,
There it is.
we'll be doing a morning show and a morning show on the plane. We'll be doing an evening show, normal time, 7 p.m. Central on Sunday night. So again, appreciate everybody so much. And again, shout out to Greg for the cannolis.
Yeah.
Everybody we met here locally too,
Yep.
all the viewers and stuff. It was just an absolute blast.
Met Tom.
Yeah.
Marty. Appreciate y'all.
Record numbers, record subs. Things are looking good for the show, man. I'm excited about it. So,
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Tim, Emilio, Jacob, Emilio working his ass off on the board. Tim, if you could see all of the equipment that Tim shuttled in here to make this happen,
Seriously.
like I don't know where he got it from. I'm afraid the law's going to show up. And go, y'all have some stolen equipment in there. I don't know where he got it from. And of course, Jacob just being his toxic self is more than enough. So, but we appreciate it. Everybody have a good night, and we'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Mandy, tell them bye.
Bye.
See y'all.
And we go.
Bye, guys.